And a very good afternoon to you, South Africa, and welcome to Afternoon Express. I'm Danilo Acquisto. We are 1 day away from the weekend, but we're also 1 day away from one of the biggest days on national television. Tomorrow, live, right here on Afternoon Express, we're going to be giving away a home to the value of more than 3 million rand. It's going to be one of the biggest days in South African television. You're probably wondering, who are those finalists who get the chance to win? We mentioned there'll be 6, 5 randomly selected, and 1 Plascon Golden ticket holder. Well, today we're going to be announcing who those 6 are and meeting them personally to share a bit of their story and how excited they are to be here tomorrow with us on Afternoon Express. Plus, Donal Nxumalo, the winner of season 1 of Winner Home, is right here in our loft, and I've asked him to kind of give us a sneak peek of what he thinks of the 3 apartments. Plus, we'll find out how the competition has changed his life too. It's going to be absolutely fantastic and jam-packed full of Winner Home right here on Afternoon Express. Plus, Jeannie's going to be chatting to a phenomenal woman. Gina Myers is in the loft with us today. She's done the face of David Guetta and Jared Leto. It's going to be an interview not to be missed. But because it's a Thursday and because we're close to the weekend, something delicious always has to be made in the kitchen.
Yeah, absolutely. Good afternoon, South Africa. I'm Bonnie Booley. Welcome back to your favorite kitchen. Today we're making 3 dishes. We're making a hamburger, we're making a fried rice, and a modern take on a milk tart, right?
Yes.
I love milk tart.
So it's hot in this kitchen because we are cooking today.
The heat is on.
So I hope that everybody came hungry because exactly what you said. Today, like, my theme is everything mince, right?
Everything
so we're doing
mince.
Crispy fried mince into like a fried rice.
In fact, the key word for our recipe today is mince.
It's mince.
Yeah.
It's mince.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Mince in the kitchen. But let's head back to Danilo and Donald on the couch.
Indeed. I'm so excited because tomorrow is the big day our 3 Winner Home design contestants have been waiting for. It's the chance where they find out who is going to be the winner, the official winner, live on air. Only one other person can fully understand the nerves that they are feeling at the moment and the experience of winning such an esteemed title. And that's the winner of season 1 of Winner Home, Donal Nxumalo. Welcome back to the loft. Good to have you.
Great to be back, Danilo.
We're having a good laugh off set, saying this is like your annual visit to the loft. It's great to have you.
3 years in a row now.
Yeah. Let's talk about the experience before all of the
sure.
announcement. What are our contestants going through right now?
I would imagine they'd be feeling very nervous, but also, inside their heads, have I done enough? Could I have done this faster? Could I have done this better? So all those emotions culminating into one must be quite a confusing state, but I'm sure very excited.
So tomorrow they're all going to be sitting here together and having this announcement made. What went through your mind the minute they announced, dude, you've won it?
A great sense of relief, obviously, because obviously that pressure is now over, but also a great sense of anticipation for what's next in the future.
Yeah, I'm sure the other contestants must be also feeling a little bit like anxious or not sure, is this real? Did this actually happen to me right now?
And it did happen, and it is real, and I hope they take this opportunity to build onto their lives and their careers, and I'm sure it will.
And I've had the huge privilege of chatting to each of the design contestants, and like you said, it is a chance for them to grow their careers and build it. They've always asked me, like, what happens from now? Like, is my career going to grow because of this? Is it not? What has been your experience since you left season 1?
I think you have to take the experience for what it is, that it's an opportunity on national television to showcase your talent. And therefore, somebody has seen you. Continue that after the competition. Be consistent with that after the competition, and great things will happen.
Cool. I agree with you so much because I think in some ways, it's almost like your CV gets to one person's desk. This is 1.5 million people's desk, 2 million people's desk.
Can you imagine? Yes, that's exactly what it is.
So I've brought you here because I really want your critical eye. We've got our 3 design contestants. I'm going to start with Renee's apartment, and I want you to critically walk us through what you think of each of these apartments. Seeing as you're one of the previous winners, you know what they're looking for. So let's take a look at what Renee has created. That was her lounge.
I quite love that. It's quite natural, very Scandinavian. You can obviously see the Scandinavian style, bespoke furniture pieces. I think it was very well done. That mobile is fantastic.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a lot of debate around that.
I liked it. It's ballsy, and that's what you need in design. You need something that will shock people, and that's exactly it.
Okay, let's move on to our next design contestant, Minenhle. Minentle's apartment also had a lot of really brave choices in it, and I'm very excited to hear what you think.
Yes, I mean, bringing the outdoors inside, a lot of use of plants, but also the textures of the wallpaper lended itself to that natural look. I love that beautiful oak color. I mean, I love that paint color. I think it's very natural. You can just see yourself living in there quite comfortably. Yeah.
Well, one of our winners from home is going to have to go and look through those apartments and decide which one they want to live in. So I guess the one that looks like I've already lived in there.
I know, like life can be worse, right?
Yeah, I couldn't think of worse things to do on an afternoon.
Like selecting your $1 million apartment. Yeah.
Yeah. Our final contestant is Rudolph, who has so far been sort of very level-headed in this process. Yes. What do you think of his aesthetics?
Very tailored apartment. It's it has a very sophisticated edge to it. I love the bold use of colors, man. He was very brave, quite masculine as well, but it's very well done.
Do you have a favorite?
I can't say, but I'm hoping that, whoever walks away with the apartment is quite happy with it.
You guys always want to sit on this couch and say, like, oh, I don't know, they're all amazing, they're all fantastic.
Sit on the line. But no, obviously, I do love each one. I think each one has a great sense and each has an element of beauty and character that you can see the designer's edge coming through.
Awesome. Donald, it's so good to have you. Thank you so much for joining us on the show.
Thank you for inviting me over and over. Appreciate it.
And congrats on all the amazing things you are doing since Winner Home. I really can't wait to see you continue to expand.
Thank you, and thank you for your support.
It's such a pleasure. Now, we all can't wait till tomorrow. I'm particularly excited, and I know you are pretty excited too, when our judges will award one of 3 design contestants a 50,000 Rand cash prize and that coveted internship at Arc Interiors. But it's not just about the design contestants. We have officially chosen our 6 viewer finalists who stand a chance to win their choice of one of those 3 apartments worth more than, take a listen, 3 million Rand. And that's coming up on the show tomorrow as well. So let's meet our first finalist.
Hi, I'm Marlene Hansby-Stevens. I'm retired, but just to keep busy throughout the year, I invigilate at a tertiary institution. Prior to retiring, I was working at a financial institution. I'm one of 5 children. I've done some traveling. I was fortunate enough to go to Australia, Europe and the UK, and I thoroughly enjoy cooking, reading, the outdoors, being in a park, just enjoying nature, bird watching, flowers, just everything that nature has to offer. I feel truly, truly blessed to have been chosen as one of the finalists, knowing that there must have been tens of thousands of entries. I'm truly overwhelmed. My favorite contestant is Rudolf Jordan. The reason why I've chosen him is because of his creativity. For instance, the ceiling at the entrance to the apartment, the screen in the lounge, the table that he has in the kitchen that can be moved to the dining room. I really, really love the bathroom, the simplicity of it. It's just beautiful, really beautiful. This might sound like an advert, but to live at Val de Vie must be the ultimate in estate living. I mean, you couldn't wish for a better place to live at. Winning this prize will most certainly offer me financial security. I mean, never in my wildest dreams would I think that the possibility of owning a property like that, it would truly give me peace of mind.
I'm Wilma Wichman. I work from home. My husband and I do pump and fuel installations. My whole life is my family and my grandchildren. My house is looking like a little creche. That's just basically what Wilma Wichman's all about. Well, I watch Afternoon Express and they had this Winner Home. They said that if we've got a Plascon paint, we must send in our barcode with our name. I bought the Plascon paint for my granny flat where my father stays to an extended bedroom and a veranda. And it looks tremendous. And I still say to my husband, what chance are we going to have to win this? Wouldn't it be lovely, for us to win this? And I said, well, so let's take a chance. He also entered as well. And we both had a good giggle about this. And a week later, I got phoned. I was ecstatic. The Val de Vie estate, oh my goodness, that's just a paradise in heaven. I loved watching all of the contestants, Rudolf, Janae, and Manentle. And I'm actually liking Manentle's house, Ella. I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving that house. And I just love the way he's put things together. We've always wanted to live in Cape Town and retire one day. And my husband and I said, well, if we get this is an opportunity for the best getaway ever. And we just got to be positive and may the best man win.
Hi, my name is Abdurrahman Memi. I'm an electrical engineer by profession and I've recently turned into an internal consultant for Eskom. And our job is to make sure that Eskom becomes a leading utility in the world. My work life currently is very hectic. I spend a lot of time away from home. I have 2 young kids. I try and spend as much time with them, trying to maximize the little time that I have at home. They love outdoors. So as much as possible, we try and take them to the parks, zoos, those type of things. It's really exciting to make it into the top 6, but it's also nerve-wracking. I have butterflies in my stomach now, just thinking about, will it actually be possible? Val de Vie Estate is the perfect setting. I mean, you have the mountains, you have the winelands, and you have the great outdoors. I mean, it's something that we don't have here in Johannesburg. On the estate, they have trails and those type of things. If I had to choose one house, I'd really find it very difficult to choose. I mean, all of the contestants did an absolutely brilliant job with the houses. Winning a house, wow. I mean, it's a dream come true, especially a fully furnished house. I mean, it would really push my goals probably 10 years ahead of where I was planning to be right now. Yeah, a dream come true.
Sure, well, that's 3 contestants down. We've only got 3 still to go. I can't wait to meet each of you personally tomorrow live right on Afternoon Express to reveal which one of you is going to walk away with a home worth more than 3 million rand live on national television. Also, after the break right on Afternoon Express, we're going to be cooking our first dish. You stay right where you are.
Welcome back to South Africa's favorite kitchen. We're about to start our cookout. It's a big cookout today.
It is.
Okay.
So how about we get started immediately? So like I said, we're doing everything mince today. Because, I mean, Woolies have the amazing mince on an everyday low price right now. Which is great for me because I'm kind of like up in the protein and like lowering the carbohydrates. You've got to get fit, right?
And I'm about this double mince pack.
And that's exactly what we're doing, 2 dishes. So you're buying 1 pack.
Yeah.
This is what you do with the first off. We're going to make this fried ribs.
Okay.
There we go. So I've got my mince on the heat already, and it's called crispy mince for a reason. Once you put it down there, they just start doing its thing. You walk away. It starts crisping up by itself, right?
Okay.
As soon as you start messing with it and stirring,
you love crisping your mince.
it's the best thing ever.
Yeah.
So that's getting nice and crispy. So we're going to start building on the flavors right now.
Okay.
There's no salt in there, and the reason for that is we're using soy sauce, which is quite salty already.
Yes.
So into the mince goes some red chili. I mean, I like it hot, so I'm going to go with all of it. I know you like hot food as well, right? You're
I
not
do.
gonna
I
blame.
can take it.
And then I want some spring onions. Actually, I love spring onions. All of that as well. All of it. And I got some fresh garlic and some ginger, which is great because as soon as you add garlic and ginger together with the mince, you really get that aromatic, like signature Asian flavors in there.
Yes.
So you give it like a bit of a chefy toss.
Okay.
Or you can use a spatula. And you just want to get all those flavors in there. Everything's going to start like frying off really well, getting nice and crisp.
Okay.
And that's looking so colorful, so delicious. What you want to do right now is bring a little sweetness. We'll do it together. So a little bit of that soy sauce, like we said, that's going to be our
Bit
saltiness.
of saltiness, yeah.
And we're going to go with a little bit of that.
Isn't this flavor called umami? This whole flavor? What?
If I had a mic, I'll be dropping it right
You'd be
now.
dropping it.
No, you'd be dropping. You know.
No, I have people to drop mics for me. Okay.
Cool. So we're getting all that flavor in there. It's nice and sticky and like all that intense flavors in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little coriander just like to lighten up and make it a little fresh. Give that a bit of a chop.
Right.
Again, I'm using all my favorite
stalks
ingredients.
out.
I love using the stalks. I like using them for the garnish at the end.
Oh, I see.
So don't throw it away. Always use it. Whoop. Some mince over there. And then obviously it's a fried rice dish.
It's a fried rice.
So I've got this already cooked done.
Already cooked.
It's already cooked.
Isn't that
All I did was
amazing?
just peeled off the top.
I love that.
That's why you love Woolies, right?
Yeah. And also brown rice takes a bit long to cook.
I know, that's the thing.
So it's already
So
made.
it's already
Yay.
been cooked.
Yay.
Cool. So I'm mixing that in there. And I like serving my fried rice with a little bit of an egg on top. You can either stir the egg through. I like a crispy egg on top. So I've got this cute little pan. I'm going to let my rice and my mince get a little crispy while that's happening. I'm going to get my egg and simply just crack it in there. And it makes the perfect size egg as well because it's like the perfect little round shape for you.
What a charming little dish.
I think it's so cool.
It's so easy to make.
That's exactly what it's all about. It's about the convenience and it's about ease.
Yeah.
I mean, essentially it takes you like not even 10 minutes to get your mince like super crispy and everything else is done for you. So you're in the kitchen and you're out in like, not even 10 minutes?
I know, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Perfect dinner to make after a long day at work. Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap sides with you right now.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to just do a little bit of a garnish before I plate up. Just a little bit of some spring onion, just being a little fancy. Doing it on the long. It takes so much practice, me practicing at home.
Of course.
Cool. So I'm going to start plating up. Mince is done. Into a beautiful big bowl. I mean, that's comfort food right there. You can grab chopsticks if you want. How's that look?
I love that. All that crunchiness from the mince and the rice.
Yeah, so our egg is almost there. It's almost there. So we're going to get that finished. I'm just going to sprinkle some fresh spring onion over there. Some extra coriander. And I love the stalks again, so don't throw those stalks away. That's going to give us some extra coriander flavor.
This has got all my favorite smells emanating from it.
I know.
I love it.
That's why that's just for you.
Yeah. Aww. Okay, I'll wrap that up when we're done.
Cool.
And remember, the key word for today's recipe is mince. And to get the ingredients and the full recipe, SMS the keyword mince to 33650. The SMSs cost R1.50. No free SMSs apply. And if you missed a bit of the recipe, here's a quick recap.
Looks so delicious, and I can't wait to see how you guys make that dish. And I sure hope that our viewer finalists are also taking note, because one of them will be cooking that dish in a brand new apartment very soon, we hope. Now, we've already met our first 3, and that leaves us with only 3 left. Let's see who they are.
My name is Palesa Muisi, and I'm a student at the University of the Free State. I'm studying postgrad degree in education. I grew up in Madiboho. It's a village next to Mafikeng in Northwest. So most of the time I spend watching series or go to a mall with friends and we watch movies, we enjoy malls, we go shopping. What I like about Wiener Home is that it's the people who design the houses and the choices they make. It's modern houses that we young people like to live in. All of the contestants are my favorites. Even though they're so unique, I love all of them. So I'm so excited. I want to win it. I want to experience that feeling. What I love about Wildebeest is that it's a very nice, spacious place to live in. I love nature, so most of the time there's a space for a person to see nature in there, and the houses that are there are beautiful, inspiring, and nice. My family will be so excited to have a house, a home in Cape Town, because they've never been there. So it's a life-changing moment for everybody at home. Yeah.
My name is Marcel Stander. I'm a general manager of a boutique hotel in Cape Town. I've worked extensively in hospitality and living in Cape Town. The realities of being a general manager in a boutique hotel. Early mornings, late nights, very, very long days. You're on call 24/7, staff have to live on site. Generally, the staff quarters are usually quite small and all you do is sleep there. And then you're on standby when you are sleeping. So, phone rings 2 a.m., be friendly. Phone rings 4 a.m., be friendly.
Because we're both in the hospitality industry,
we understand each other's demands and
times. When we are together, those memories are very special. And yes, it's quite demanding when he has to actually leave the room and go and attend to a guest.
Should we win this dream home, we'd be able to entertain our own friends in our own space.
And just cook and do all the normal couple things in your own space.
That normal people do?
Yes.
It would be nice to entertain off-site. It'll be fantastic.
Hi, I'm Brenda Matabelo-Sareo. Right now, I'm an employee of Prasa. I've got a little kid. Her name is Omoholo. She's my little princess because she is my firstborn. I'm an access controller. If you take a train, you have to buy a ticket first. Then you go through me. I check if the ticket is valid. If it's valid, you get in. Then you take a train, you go. On weekend when I'm off, I take care of everything. You can see my house. I like smart things. That is why I entered the competition, because I saw the beautiful kitchen, decoration, interior designing. In the beginning, I didn't believe. But when you called me, I was so excited because I'm staying in the very little room with my princess and my sister who's taking care of her. If I will win this, I'll be over the moon. Wildebeest Estate, it's so beautiful. And I like the view of the mountains. My favorite apartment is Rudolph Jordan's. because that guy, he's so creative. He can do anything out of nothing. Then if I can win it, I'll be so happy because it will change my life completely.
Sure, my heart is so warm that each one of them in their own individual right really deserves to win themselves that apartment. And we've met all 6 of our viewer finalists who will be live with us in the loft tomorrow to decide which one will walk away with that dream home. It's brand new, it's fully furnished, and it's on the prestigious Val de Vie estate. Tomorrow we'll also find out which design contestant is crowned the winner of Winner Home on Afternoon Express and earn the opportunity of a lifetime with the internship at Arc Interiors. Now, after the break on the show today, however, we're back in the kitchen making some decadent luxury burgers. Stay right where you are. Our design contestants have completed their homes. Watch the Winner Home Grand Finale live on Friday, the 26th of August to see which designer takes home the accolades. Plus, one lucky Afternoon Express viewer will win themselves one of these amazing homes valued at more than 3 million rand. If you win, would you choose Minentle's colorful interior, Joanne's minimalism, or Rudolph's fashionable style? Tune in on Friday, the 26th of August at 5 p.m. to see who will win.
Express yourself. Express yourself.
Welcome back. Now we're off to our next recipe, which is our burger.
It is our burger. And I'm making it a little fancy, just taking it up a little
Bit
step.
luxurious. And...
It is.
Okay.
So I'm using
Gourmet
my...
burger.
Yeah. Do you like quite a big burger?
Yeah, medium.
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 That's
Do you like big burgers?
How's that?
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
That's good. Okay, so the tip always when you're making your burger is to ensure that you don't press it too much. What happens is as soon as you start pressing it and like messing with it way too much, what happens is it ends up like the gluten comes out in the meat, it's like really chewy. And you want a chewy burger? I don't know. You into that?
No.
No, exactly. You want it to be like soft
Can't
and
imagine
juicy.
that I would be.
I thought I'd just ask, you know? Cool, so you get your you get your pan smoking hot. You can see that smoking.
Hot. Yeah.
Cool, and then what you do is always away from yourself, place it down. And once it goes down...
And you put nothing else in that mince?
Nothing else. People often use like breadcrumbs or eggs. You don't need to. If you're using good quality mince like we are today, you don't need to. Treat your mince like you treat a steak. So you don't always like add extra things. Salt and pepper is good enough. So you're gonna see, we're gonna season that in a second, but what I want to do is first develop that crust. Like I always say in the kitchen, the crust is a must. And there's a bigger saying. It's like, if it's grey, it's nay.
Yeah.
If it's black, it's whack. But when it's brown, chow down. Right? It's the truth. So what you want to do is get that nice and like in your smoking hot pan. So what you do is you just take a little spatula. Be careful now again. Just turn it over, and you'll see we've got a crust that's already there.
Oh, I love that crust because it keeps the burger together.
Yeah. So you can totally do this on the grill outside, on the barbecue, on the braai. But I mean, if you want a little bit of smoky flavor, just do like, you know that? Add a little bit of flame in there, a little bit of fire, and you get that smoke on your burger already. I caught you there, didn't I?
Yeah, you got me there.
I got fire extinguishers right underneath me. Don't worry, we are so safe. And what's going to happen, that's actually just the
You are so slick right now.
I know, feeling so great. So we put it to the side. So while we're busy with that, the next part is we're going to make it decadent, right? I see you're quite nervous about that. Don't worry about it. It's all about the show. What I do is, we're going to just... Okay, that's out. What you're going to do is we're going to add a bit...
Slow clap.
Okay, we're going to add some decadence to it. So what I've got is I've got some exotic mushrooms. And you can see I've got some shimijis in here.
Are these shiitake mushrooms?
Some shiitake, shimijis, some oysters, some porcini. I don't know. I speak foreign like that, you know?
Yeah.
So what I do is, I actually, because I've got some flavor in the pan already from my meat juices that are in there, I'm building on flavor.
Right.
So in go my mushrooms, and that's going to take out all that extra flavor that's in there.
Wow. I love me some mushrooms.
And it's one pan. No mess.
Yeah.
No mess.
Okay.
So cool. So what I'm going to do is...
So tell me about truffle oil. When do I use it?
Okay.
When is
truffle
it
oil,
needed?
A little goes an absolute long way. You need a little. Because you can put your truffles for life once you start adding too much to your food.
Right.
So literally like a few drops.
I use truffle salt for almost everything, but I haven't graduated to the oil yet.
If you're making fresh chips at home, like super crispy chips, a little bit of truffle salt on there is just like the best thing ever.
It's the bomb, right?
Absolutely. So just
and this is just for flavoring.
This is a truffle flavored olive oil, and I get this from Woolies as well. You know what? Another tip: make mashed potatoes add butter to it and a few
And then
drops
add
of this. Stir
okay,
it through.
I'm getting me some.
All right,
I'm
I
getting
might
me
not
some.
see you because you're going to be in a food coma for a long time. All right.
I love
So cool.
it. Okay.
So that's going to keep on going.
Okay.
The truffle flavors also infused my burger patty. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to start layering it up. I got some crispy cos lettuce.
Right.
I'm going to start adding a little bit of mustard, a little bit of pickle, and my extra burger buns that I cooked off. And I'm just going to start layering it.
Absolutely. Wow.
All right.
Well, okay, we're going to start compiling our burger. But if you want the ingredients and the link to the recipe, SMS the word burger to 33650. SMSs cost R1.50. No free SMSs apply. And if you missed some of the details, here's a quick recap. Wow. Okay, this is a flawless burger.
Absolutely. You can't go wrong with that. Get mushrooms everywhere. The truffle flavor is amazing.
Those are quite hot, so you have to be careful of getting them back on there. And that's it. There's our burger.
That's absolutely our burger.
Oh, you love this little trick, don't you?
Love it.
Thank you so much. Can't wait to bite into that. From a flawless burger to a flawless skin. As you know, the Revlon Love Squad are the ultimate girl guides to love and makeup. Today, beauty blogger Cynthia Gwebu shows us how to create a flawlessly finished look you'll be devoted to.
Hi guys, my name is Cynthia. The focus for today is blending, so we're gonna get right into it. I'm using my Revlon Color Stay Makeup Foundation in Hazelnut. This is for combination to oily skin and it's a 24-hour stay foundation. I'm just using my brush to apply the foundation to my face. My favorite way to blend in foundation flawlessly is to use my makeup sponge. I'm just going to use this damp sponge to buff it into the skin. Flawless blending takes time, so don't be impatient and just slap foundation on and then walk out the door. A flawless base means that you've picked a flawless foundation, and the best way to blend the product in is to do it in dabbing motions, especially if you are using a makeup sponge. Another thing I love about this foundation is the fact that it has a new pump action bottle, which makes application fuss-free. And another thing is that the formula is lightweight and comfortable, so blending is a breeze. So for our glowy cheeks, we're going to be using the Revlon Powder Blush in Racy Rose. I'm taking my gigantic fluffy powder brush and I'm just sweeping this across. Sticking with flawless blending, just do it in round circles, focusing on the apples because this is a glowy look. So now we're going to be using the Revlon Photo Ready Impressionist palette to add a bit of highlighter to the cheeks. So I'm taking my fan brush and apply it to the high points of your cheekbone. We want it here because it's where the light naturally hits on the high points of the face. We're going to be going down the bridge of the nose, the brow bone, cupid's bow, and chin. For our eyes, we're keeping it very simple, nothing on the lids, just our lashes, and we'll be using the Revlon Volume and Length Magnified Mascara. It's a medium-sized brush, so we can apply this to our top and bottom lashes easily. To finish our makeup look off, we're going to be using the Revlon lipstick in Iris. And that's our love look finished for perfect blending. Remember to join the Revlon conversation using the hashtag LoveSquadSA. See you soon. Bye.
Those makeup tutorials have become one of my firm favorites on the show. Remember that the Revlon Love Squad share their beauty skills on Afternoon Express every Thursday, so don't miss the next episode for more flawless makeup tutorials with Revlon Color Stay Makeup Foundation. Remember, you can follow the campaign online too, hashtag LoveSquadSA. Love is on.
Indeed, and as you guys know, our very own Bonang Matebe is also one of the Love Squad members. And not too long ago, she went to go take a trip to New York City to go meet up with superstar model Andrea Diacono behind the scenes of a Spring-Summer 2016 collection with Studio W. Here's that behind the scenes.
Every time I come to New York City, I start right here in Times Square. I mean, you can feel it. The attitude, the electricity, the lights. Oh, I absolutely love this place. This is certainly the core of the Big Apple. The most delicious frozen hot chocolate in the whole wide world. So the reason why I love Serendipity, firstly because it's absolutely gorgeous. So small, so quaint, so exclusive. And in 2001 there was a movie that was released called Serendipity. It was named after this place. And if you're a big fan of Gossip Girl, this is the Serendipity. XOXO. All my favorite designer houses can be found right here on 5th Avenue. Definitely a shopper's delight. I love this store. I discovered it the last time I was in New York. Every single fashion publication you can think of in the world is right in this room. In New York City, it's all about the rooftop hangouts, some awesome cocktails, great music, fantastic company, and of course, views of this magnificent city.
For more on Bonang and Andrea in New York, make sure you catch Top Billing at 8 p.m. tonight for the full insert. And if you love the dress by Studio W that Bonang was wearing, then you're in luck. You stand a chance to win one by simply SMSing the keyword WIN to 33650. That's WIN to 33650. SMSs cost R1.50 and no free SMSs.
Well, Bonang, that dessert look absolutely decadent, and you've given me a very good idea because after the break, right here on Afternoon Express, we're getting into our dessert. Stay tuned.
Express yourself. Express yourself.
A warm welcome back to Afternoon Express. It's about to get sweet in our kitchen today. And ladies and gentlemen, I have to do a very big Afternoon Express welcome to a guest who hasn't been in our kitchen just yet. Keletso Motao, welcome to Afternoon Express.
Oh, thanks for having
Let's
me
give
here.
a round of applause, ladies and gents. Brand new chef joining us from the loft.
Awesome.
Are you
Excited to be here.
Good.
Very excited to be here.
Jinx, double jinx. You owe me a Coke or something. Anyway. All right, let's talk about what we're making today. You've got a milk tart here for us, which
Sure.
looks amazing already so far. How do we get to this final product?
So let me just get straight into it and
Cool.
let's talk about it. So what we have at the bottom is a Nachi Rooibos ginger infused jelly. So how you do that, you have some Rooibos tea strongly brewed on the pot. You add your Nachi juice in there, a bit of
In fact, this
salati.
is not Clement's gold juice. So the idea is here that Clem had to not be in the kitchen, but he had to leave a little sense of
You
himself.
know, Clem,
Typical.
he's one of those guys, eh?
We see you, Clem.
We see you. So to that, we add a bit of salati sugar.
So you're adding the caster stone there, obviously, because it helps dissolve much
It dissolves
easier.
very quickly, so you don't want to waste too much time with that.
Great.
All right, then you add that, you stir it a little bit. Once that is done, also, before I forget,
Yes.
you add some ginger to that as well.
All important ginger
All
ingredient. That's
important.
like, you know, when the Spice Girls are doing the thing, sugar and spice and all things nice. It's like the ginger
The
is the
ginger
most
gives it
ingredient.
that nice kick, you
Yeah.
know, makes it very delicious.
Gotcha.
Here I've also got some gelatine, which I've sponged, and I add to that.
I
All right.
see.
Once that has melted nicely in, I add that to my glass, whatever serving glass you want to add it to, and put that in the fridge and let it chill overnight.
Okay, so don't do like my grandmother used to do and try to put it in the freezer and then it becomes all this
No,
clumpiness.
let it
in the
chill
fridge,
overnight.
Granny, in the fridge.
In the fridge, you know, take your time, let it do its thing overnight.
Okay, cool.
All right, and over here, what I've got for the milk tart custard, what I've got is a pot of
I'm gonna
milk.
tilt that for our viewers to be able to see that.
So I've got some milk.
Yep.
For our milk tart pudding, and a cinnamon stick in there.
Okay.
Very classic. You know how we do it.
And that's the milk tarty essence that everyone knows and loves.
So what I'm gonna do, I've heated this up. Once this comes to a nice heat, I take out my cinnamon stick because it's infused very deliciously in there.
Okay.
Put that to the side. What I've got here is some eggs, flour, some more sugar.
Sure,
And a bit of vanilla extract. And you know when you're adding something hot to something cold, and especially with eggs, you don't want it to curdle. So what you do...
So I must whip at the same time while you're doing
please
that.
whisk.
Okay.
All right,
Whisk
so-
while you're doing that.
So
Got you.
in that you temper it, you know, you don't scramble the eggs.
Slowly does it. Thank goodness it was leg day today, not arm day. Otherwise this would be a much different task.
Awesome. So you add all of that in there,
Cool.
and then you bring that back and you pour it in the pot. So I'll grab that from
I
you.
see. Okay, so you're bringing that back up to temperature again now.
So what's going to happen now, you put it on a nice low heat and you keep on stirring. You keep on stirring until it's nice and thick and beautiful consistency.
Delicious.
Normally the test is if it covers the back of a wooden spoon, if you can put a line through it, then it's good.
Good tip
You
there.
add that to your jelly that's set overnight and you let that chill.
Again, for another overnight.
No, not overnight. You can just let that chill, give it about an hour or two, and it will be perfect.
So what have you got on top here?
So I've got a very interesting crumb that I've made. So what we've got here is some flour and butter and whatnot. So what I add to that is some more brown sugar, and I've got interesting spices in there.
Okay, so what do you need from me? I'll just bring you this, right?
Yeah, you can give me that.
Do I need to give you this? That's the final product?
That's the final product. So what goes in here is some chopped up nuts, your sugar, and
I see this plate of spices that you've got here.
Plate of spices.
Ooh,
So
what are they?
interestingly, we've got some turmeric, some curry powder, we've got some cumin and some cardamom.
Ooh, delicious. Okay, so it's giving that nice, real Malay sort of flavor to the milk tart.
Exactly. So making it
You're
a little
wise.
bit more South African than it already is.
Butter.
Butter.
Room
Add that
temperature,
in.
remember, it's a very good trick to remember, otherwise it won't mix itself properly into the dish.
Yeah, so and then you rub that in with your fingers. You rub that in your fingers until you get a nice crumb consistency. Bake that in the oven until it's cold, until it's golden brown, sorry. And then this is your final product. And what we do, we just sprinkle some of this on top.
Amazing.
Garnish it, and then just
Oh, yum, it looks so delicious. And if you just top it off finally with one of those.
top it off with a nachi,
Ta-da.
and voila.
I'll do the final one for you. Don't forget, if you want to get this delicious recipe and make a delicious dessert for your friends and family at home, find it on our website, afternoonexpress.co.za. And obviously, milk tart is one of those fabulous things everyone has to have after dinner. Something else that goes well after dinner, cup of tea.
After the break, it's time to share another moment with Five Roses. South Africa's favourite tea is expertly blended to ensure that it remains of the highest quality. It's this commitment to excellence when making the perfect cup of tea that delivers its uniquely superior taste. Five Roses salutes South African women who too are committed to excellence. So today we'll be chatting to Gina Myers, one of South Africa's top celebrity makeup artists, on how you make it in the beauty business. She's joining us for a cup of Five Roses Sacred Night, a gallant blend of pure Ceylon tea, real chocolate pieces, and cocoa for a dark and decadent taste to treat your senses. The new Five Roses Infusions range offers several premium long leaf tea and flavour variants to choose from. So don't go away. We'll be right back after the break with Gina Myers and Five Roses right here in the loft.
Express yourself. Express yourself.
Welcome back. Now, Gina Myers lives the life that many girls dream of. Fabulous fashion shoots and celebrity friends are all in a day's work for one of SA's most popular and recognisable makeup artists in the industry. But Gina is more than just an expert in applying lipstick. She's a hard-working businesswoman in her own right, and her accomplishments to date are just the beginning. Gina Myers, welcome to the loft.
Thank you for having me.
Finally, I get to interview you. And I mean, I'm obsessed with some of the faces that you've created.
And I'm upset I've never got to do your makeup.
I know, but we're going to fix that. How creative are you? How did you get into the industry?
I've been obsessed with makeup since I was 9.
Yeah.
Not with a full face, just by what it does for a woman. I was amazed at the effect that it had on a woman's reaction.
Yeah.
To immediately feeling like a different person.
And are you, can you draw? I was actually, the reason why I'm asking about the creativity question and the art question is because I worked with a makeup artist once who called all of her faces. She said, no, I'm busy painting the face. And she said it's like a canvas for her.
Yes.
It's her artistic
With the palette
expression. And considering you are the colorist, you know,
Yes.
it seems like a natural link for me.
So I'll put it to you this way. When I turned around to my art teacher and I said, do you think I should take art as a subject? He laughed in my face. Because my drawing is terrible. But the one thing I've always loved, and even while I was listening in class, I could never pay attention. I love to colour, and I was always good with my colours.
Yeah.
So colours I've always had a good grasp of and a good concept, creative concept about, but I've never been able to draw, strangely enough.
So
Never.
then that pushed you to become a makeup artist. And what has your life been like from that? I mean, you've gotten to paint some amazing faces. Who have you done?
I really have. So I love my job. I really, really do. Do you know Jared Leto?
Do I know Jared?
He's got a baby face. It's probably the best skin I've ever touched.
Really?
So I've done him.
How are you able to remain like professional touching Jared Leto's face? Because I would be like that and like that. And like, grab it and kiss him.
So that was tempting. No, it wasn't. They force you to it. So I had to clean my brushes about 10 times before. He's very OCD with cleanliness and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And he was very serious when I met him.
Yeah.
David Guetta was cool.
Yeah.
He was incredible. Probably the friendliest guy I've ever met. So it's cool, like local people, Trevor Noah, I've done a lot of makeup for, and Paul Tusi, and Sashi Naidu, and yeah.
The most beautiful faces across the land.
They make me look good. They make me look good.
But now it's quite an intimate job. I mean, you literally, I get my face done every day. And you're literally like 30 centimeters away from somebody else's face. It's quite a level of intimacy that you've got to get with someone. Do you think you've got to be quite a people's person to become a makeup artist?
So people always ask me what my passions are, and I always say makeup, but my biggest passion is people.
Yeah.
You have to love people in order to be in this kind of industry. You're around different people every single day, different kinds of people, and you meet your best friends through it, you meet people that you work with. So it really is, you have to have a lot of trust with someone. I know a lot. I've heard some stuff.
Oh, really? That's amazing. Because you do develop quite a close relationship with your makeup artist.
Very special.
But there are so many people who love doing their own makeup and who would love to learn. I mean, I could play with makeup all day long. But how did you take that funness of just playing and actually turn it into a proper big career?
I definitely still think I'm having fun. I'm definitely still having fun.
But you're able to earn money from it. So, I'm talking to these young girls out there who want to become a makeup artist. How do you turn that fun and actually make money from it?
So persevere. That's one, because a lot of people, I cannot tell you how many countless times people told me, really, you're studying makeup?
Yeah.
But are you sure a nice Jewish girl like you wants to use that as a career?
Yeah.
And I got that a lot, and I had to fight it because it's what I wanted. It was my passion. It's something that I dreamed about doing, and it's something that through hard work started paying off. But it was hard. The first year was tough. I cried at least once a week.
Really?
My mom made me a deal. She said, you can go study makeup. You've got 3 years to make it a career. If not, you go back to studying.
Yeah.
So the first year, I said to her, I'm happy, I'm so fine. I really wasn't.
But what were the
was
challenges?
tough.
Like, what are the realistic challenges that you can face trying to break it into the industry?
So as a freelance makeup artist, having no work.
Yeah.
So it's getting that one person to believe in you. It's getting that one person to say, please come do my wedding. It's getting that one person to say, I'm going to teach you what I've learned. And it was actually something I was discussing with the makeup artist today, collaboration. Especially as a woman, sharing your skill, paying it forward, and then finding that person who does believe in you. Sashi Naidu turned around to me the first time I met her and she said, babe, you should be doing bigger things, magazine shoots. And I was like, oh, no, that's so scary.
And look at you now. How do you stay up to date with current trends?
Instagram's a huge thing. So YouTube.
I'm addicted to those makeup, what's it?
Those fast forward video
things.
the tutorials.
Yeah.
So I follow a lot of makeup artists, and they're so great because it's such a social thing for all of them. And what's nice is all the international makeup artists socialize together. So they do all these cool projects together. They stay up to trends. They make the trends. And in South Africa, we're lucky because the trends are already happening a season ahead.
Exactly.
So we know what's happening. So we can actually fast track that, which is cool.
Exactly. What would be your go-to beauty routine? Like if you've only got 20 minutes to get ready, what would be the face?
Brows,
Yeah.
definitely.
Oh, definitely.
Lashes,
Yeah.
red lip, and a bronzer.
And it wouldn't kill a little contour.
Yeah, well, the bronzer you contour. You have to contour. Just give the face some shape.
Latest trends, quickly before you go, what should be looking out for? Because, I mean, you're very bold with colour.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to experiment a lot with lip colour. But it is a lot of fun. What would you recommend?
So the biggest trend coming are reds, cranberries. You'll see a lot of people using red eyeliner, smudging it to give a bit of a smoky eye. But all those cranberry, copper undertones are coming.
Amazing.
Got a smoky eye, even dark berry lips.
Yeah.
It's going to be huge in summer. And
Amazing.
highlighter.
Love.
The face is very natural, just very, very glowy. It's no longer that intense contour where you have to apply layer over layer over layer.
Yeah.
It's very natural. Use a bronzer to contour and a lot of highlighter just to give a bit of a
little
sparkly
angel's kiss on the cheek. Thank you so much.
Thank
It's
you
always
so
such
much.
a pleasure seeing you. Love you, Gina. Now, Gina not only talks the talk, but blends to perfection. Five Roses commends all the exceptional women in South Africa who've turned their passion into a successful career. Now, we're giving away a fabulous Five Roses gift pack containing an assortment of their delicious teas. To stand a chance to win, simply SMS the keyword Five Roses, your name and city to 33728. SMSs are charged at R1.50 each. T's and C's apply. So visit our website, afternoonexpress.co.za for details. Now join us again this time next week when we will be chatting to another exceptional South African woman. And until then, remember that nobody makes better tea than you and Five Roses.
Now, South African women are really making it big on an international scale. From Gina working on celebrities like Jared Leto to Bonang hanging out with international supermodels in New York. Speaking of which, you know on the show, one of our favorite things to do is to give away stuff. So don't forget that you stand a chance to win that amazing dress that Bonang was wearing by Studio W worth 1,000 Rand. Simply SMS the keyword WIN to 33650. SMSs cost R1.50 and no free SMSs. T's and C's apply. And now a feast awaits.
Indeed it does. I had a good laugh today. Got a tweet from somebody from Nolan to say that where does burgers go? Have a good time? A meatball. On that note, enjoy the delicious food, guys. Thank you so much for joining us on the show. And tomorrow, the big day for us. We're announcing the winner of Winner Home on Afternoon Express, giving away a 3 million Rand home live on television. Don't miss it. See you between 5 and 6 tomorrow. Good night. Happy eating.
Happy eating.
Yeah, I'm digging.
Go crazy.
Coming up tomorrow on Afternoon Express, yes, it's the day we've all been waiting for. Who will walk away with the ultimate prize? Tune in for the grand finale of Winner Home on Afternoon Express.
The hottest address on TV is Winner Home on Afternoon Express. Proudly brought to you by Private Property in association with Nedbank.
Another feel-good production.